Welcome to Taku Katsu, where we give you a nice pork cutlet of a first episode review of an anime, either fresh out of the anime farm or from the canned preserves of high quality oldies but goodies. Then we round out your audio meal with otaku spiced gohan, tamago, and vegetables, and a dessert of side topics to complete your anime day. Welcome to Taku Katsu.
Itadakimasu.
I'm here to introduce Vicky.
Hey.
She's our perennial late host. And Patrick.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
This is our editor, Patrick. He does everything great. He takes care of the children. He's looking for a Japanese wife.
Stop.
He speaks Japanese.
Stop. We don't. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about me, guys. Let's talk about some anime.
And then we have me, the grumpy old man who has something bad to say about damn near everything just because that's what I do. Except for this week, Patrick is going to take it on. Is that right, Patrick?
Yes, I am the grumpy old man. We're going to be switching some roles. You're gonna need to help me steer the train tracks on the right road because I'm gonna just go full speed into to destruction.
So, and this,
I'll be the neutral, non-biased.
Got it.
No, you're here to either love what I hate or hate what I love. This week we're doing bottom tier character Tomozaki kun, first episode. We watched this 3 weeks ago because Vicky's out there doing her thing, and we are. Well, congratulations. And we are going to look forward in the future to having a SoundCloud so that people don't have to have YouTube Red or Premium or Prime or whatever the heck it's called to listen to it without having their phone open constantly. We are on episode, I want to say 13, or is this 14?
I want to say 14.
I believe this is 14.
14. All right, so we're on episode 14. And we are well into the new anime season. We've got plenty of new shows to first episode watch. But we are going to take one from 2 seasons back, fall of 2020, next week. And we're going to watch what, Vicky?
It's got Moriarty in the title. And it's got boys on the cover.
The important parts are
Pretty Boy Moriarty, the anime. I don't remember the exact title, but it's not
the title later.
I believe it's called Yukoku no Moriarty, season 1.
Yep.
Yeah, but English, please.
I don't think there is a
Patrick
English
translate
title.
Right, there is one because it's on Funimation. Give me 10 seconds. All right, Patrick.
Yes.
You watched it. Vicky, you watched Baka To character.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's serve up this cutlet. Vicky, opinions. What'd you like?
I like this because it speaks to my gamer, I would say inner, but no, I'm just full on gamer, where it gamifies life and makes it something that you actually want to try it because games are fun and life not so much. But if you make it a game, you can get ahead.
And that's specifically what I thought Patrick would latch onto. Because, Patrick, we have spent many a time over many years talking about gamifying real life.
Yes.
And you had some issues.
Yes.
The name of the anime that we will be watching is Moriarty the Patriot.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Got it.
Since since Patrick Translate didn't work today. All right, so continue, Vicky. What else did you like about it?
The character Tomozaki kun is basically he's almost a hikikomori except he goes to school, and first I love that it's attack families as the substitute of Super Smash Brothers, or
like they call it in English like
Tac fam.
Attack fam,
yeah.
not attack.
Tac fam.
Tac fam.
Like people say Smash Bros. It's Tac
Exactly.
What up, Tac fam?
I love the little game. That's the thing I like the most. Tac fam. But yeah, I like this one. I'm more interested in why Patrick doesn't like gamifying life.
No, I like it.
What's wrong with getting
So we got
skills?
focus on what we like first.
Vicky, you go. We'll derail the trains later, but let's keep it on track,
Yeah,
Vicky.
I'm taking the conductor under hostage and just driving the train right off track, off the gate.
Bad. No.
But again, I really like that, like Aoi meeting him in real life and then being like, "Hold on, you're kidding me."
Yeah.
She was so offended.
Yes.
She was so offended. She went hard on him. And she was like, "This is rude, but you're even ruder by showing up like this, look like that." And I was like, "Damn,
You are not respecting my time, man."
pretty much." And it's kind of like that's the vibe people get when you're dating, which I'm finding in this newfound world I'm in. That like if you don't show up looking your best, it's like, why would you even show up then? Crazy.
Don't waste my time.
Yeah, no, I liked it. This is great.
Yeah. Okay. Patrick, what did you like?
No, I like this show, you guys. I like this show.
You have to specify.
Okay, so I like this show. Characters are great, like Vicky said. Like you know Tomozaki. Like you have a friend who is obsessed with fighting games, and for me, I used to be that person. I love playing fighting games. I love Smash Brothers, Street Fighter, everything. Marvel vs. Capcom. Like I was a fighter, so I do share this character mentality. I think they did a really good job, like capturing that gamer mentality and like just this is my life. In the real world, I may not be as strong, but in fighting games, I am like the best, or something like he can like strive to and increase his ability in fighting games. Although he is already like kind of number one, he has the rivalry with Aoi, right? Name. Yeah, I think it did a really, again, capturing the essence of like in the fighting game world, like you gain a lot of level of respect when you play someone like front to front, and so although like many people might not think of it as believable, I think this show is believable in that sense, like because when you play a fighting game with someone for a long time, you gain that sense of respect and like, oh yeah, we're in this together, but we're still like competitive in a certain way. So it is very believable. This whole scenario, I could totally see this playing out. Again, it's great. I guess for that sense of the drama, it's also pretty nice to kind of play upon that. And I do like gamifying. I mean, I constantly, of course, as a gamer, I'm sure every one of us has probably
helped creating.
You do it subconsciously.
Yeah, subconsciously. Yeah, I think we've all kind of done this before. Maybe not to this extreme level as they're doing in anime, but it's kind of fun, to play around with that, and it's just kind of being the forefront of this anime's super extreme levels of like let's do that and try to explain the world as a video game. I think that's pretty much says a lot of. I do like the show. I also like the imouto character. I like the imouto character. That's fine too. Other than that, I mean,
oh my god.
I mean, other than that, that's my praise of the show. I do think it's a good show for that regard. But do I think it's interesting? Do I think? Well, no. Let's Cori. Let's move on. Cori, let's move on to the correct train. Let's go.
Yeah. So,
what do you think, Cori?
So honestly, I wrote this stuff down 3 weeks ago, and I don't remember some of the context of what I was writing, but I do think the show makes a certain like logical sense. Like it logically makes sense. If you were to logically look at the world this way, you would be able to make permanent personal change, as long as you maintain that way of like looking at self-improvement, because he does take it seriously. He's like, if I were to do this, maybe I could be better. I'll try. Which is like the first step of doing anything new. Like anything difficult new is like, all right, if I take this seriously and I try this, I can make progress. Because if you don't have that, you give up too quick, and then you never feel like you're successful. Which is kind of his complex. It's like, I'm sad because I suck, but I'm really good at this game, so I'm just going to only do the thing I'm good at. And that's a good way to just keep yourself stuck. You don't grow, and you get bitter. the show is about trying hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It is try hard the show in the best possible way. Like he is here to try real hard to do something that is hard, which is to be a different person than he was before. To be an adult, or at least a teenager who's trying to be an adult, developing social skills he didn't have before.
Mm-hmm.
And on other things as the show goes on. Yeah, it's kind of straightforward conversations. That's what I was getting at. Mm-hmm. So, I like to tell people that JoJo's conversations are boring. At least the first 3 seasons that I've watched so far. Because he explains everything he's going to do, and then he does it. And then there's like a trick, and then that trick happens. This show has so far been that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do a thing. Okay, I did the thing. Good.
Hey, the first 2 seasons.
That's the dialogue.
JoJo's, I could see that. I could see that being the thing. But 3rd season and up, but that's no. Let's not do this. Watch JoJo
Someday.
Watch
someday
JoJo.
I will finish watching season whatever I'm on.
I still need to get past when Dio becomes a vampire.
Yes, that's yeah. When to get there, yeah.
No comment.
I don't know. I gotta watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was very amusing that he called his system the Yotendo.
Yantendo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's funny. I don't know why.
Like the reference says, he's playing Fox and like he's clearly like Greninja, like the ninja dude. Like clearly these characters like.
I was like, oh, that's Fox.
So spot on. Like
it
again. I praise that for it capturing that essence of fighting game. The characters, the T, like it is hilarious Smash Brothers, and I don't know. It's like,
yep.
I can see why this is like. Everyone would gravitate towards the show because, especially at a time like right now, like video games is such a huge like thing to kind of like, and it's something you could build upon too. So,
and by the end of the first episode, I was like, "Is this secretly a harem show?"
Yes,
there's a lot of female characters in the opening and ending.
Yes,
and they all have like a variety. Like, there's the quiet one with the silver hair. Then there's the main girl who she's kind of a tsundere. There's the blue-haired Genki girl type. I might be using Genki girl incorrectly. But anyway.
Cori, like I said, there's an imouto character. Come on.
Okay. And she's like ready to kick his ass.
Lost it when I saw her. I was like, are you kidding? The pan up. And I was like, how old is this little girl that they're doing a pan up?
Yep.
Legal.
And she's like, you're embarrassing me in school. Like... He's not even in his 3rd year yet. So I'm like, she's got to be like a freshman or something.
Yeah.
How dare they?
So yeah, I mean, there's definitely something to like. I think the show itself has an earnest appeal of like, can I do better? And it's like it's kind of like a power fantasy self-insert character, but for someone who's getting better, and not by being a superhero and punching people to death. But by like just literally learning how to talk to people,
learning how to people,
learning how to socialize,
learn to people. That's a new verb. To people.
And then I did watch more of the show, and he does kind of just in the first I think 3 episodes I've watched so far, he does kind of just go from like super socially awkward to better. At a very, very quick pace, but not like insane, but also like in real life, and I know this from my personal career, experiences. Legitimately trying to help people like get out of their shells. In real life, people don't change as quickly as he does, and again, I generally make that complaint in all of our anime about shonen protagonists who go from 0 to hero in a day. But like it's more believable because it's social situation and it's your mind state. And since he's so confident that he can play the game well and he thinks of it as a game, I'm like, I'll give it a pass. Just because it's like, if you go outside today and you say, I can't talk to people, then of course you can't. On the flip side, if you go outside and you say, I can talk to people, it's difficult, but I'll try. That's what this show is. And I appreciate that on so many levels. And sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I had this happen to me when I was like XYZ years old, because that would have been nice.
Yeah. Again, like you said, it feels very honest. Like it's an honest attempt at trying to like. Again, it's an anime. It's trying to be playful about it, but like and especially on the extreme end, like actually trying to take every little tidbit as a stat value, or like how can we gamify this. But it feels very honest in that sense, and I think that's very charming of the show. It's like it's gonna be playful, but it's still like this is like a serious thing. Like let's actually try to do this. If this wasn't a show, let us dive into it without taking it too wild. Because like I said, for me, him talking to people, it's like that's his power up. That's him going to Super Saiyan level. Like that's his growth, right? That's him gaining his powers.
Yeah. He's hitting the training hard under his trainer. And I like Aoi because she was like me, where it's like you have this whole persona at school, and then outside of it, like you couldn't give a fuck all about what you did in school. Yeah. But you do it for the benefit of fitting in and stuff.
She's a good female character.
Yeah, she's great. I do love Aoi, right? Yeah, she's great. Like,
yeah.
She takes no crap, but she's not rude about it. I mean, okay, she can be a bitch, but
so can male characters.
I completely understand why she's like in your face, like, nah, you fucked up. Like, oh, my heart. Oh, I have to leave.
If she just had long black hair, you'd be done.
Oh, that's my tsundere of the day.
Yep.
She's got red hair, right?
Brown.
It's like brown.
Okay, never mind.
Brown hair and green eyes, and like the other girls have eye colors that match their hair. And at first, I thought they all looked the
silver,
same.
blue, and then like orange, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I thought they were just like meaningless background characters, but then the ending comes and you see that they're all like actually
secretly
individualized.
Secretly a harem.
I can't believe there's an imouto character.
Are you kidding? They could have done without, but you know why.
Could have.
You know why.
I subtitled this on my own. How to gamify life and be sad about it, or sad game loser boy the anime.
Pretty much.
But it's enjoyable. Okay, so Vicky dislikes
imouto character.
Patrick disagrees. I'm just kidding.
You're really taking.
I love my sister.
No. I'm taking Vicky. I'm taking your role seriously, Vicky. We need the imouto character for the plot. She's very important for the plot.
How dare you use my own word? As soon as I saw her, any like hentai ecchi rating I was going to give the show just instantly jumped up 3 numbers.
So what's it now?
A 4.
Okay, that's fair.
You're right.
It's a minimum of a 2.
You're right. Yeah.
Just because. Yeah. I was talking to Zane last night actually, because I haven't updated the ecchi scale in forever, but we were talking about he really doesn't like Black Lagoon at 5, and I think I said previously we were going to drop it. I just haven't updated it. And he's right. It's probably at least he wants it to be a 2, and I think that's completely incorrect. But he wants it to at least to be a 3, and then I'm like, 3, 4. But anything under 5 is realistically interchangeable on like one scene. Like one scene can make it more or less. You're just like, nah, it's except for one. One has to be basically nothing.
Yeah.
One is like Sesame Street.
Yeah. Well, like our example on there was like Mushishi. Like there's nothing ecchi in Mushishi. It's about a dude who walks around with one eye showing, doing spirit stuff. I never finished Mushishi, so I don't know.
Basically, that's it.
But yes.
So
the imouto character.
Just the girl.
Because why?
Little girls sexualized.
Why?
You can say it with any character. What do you mean?
He's practicing smiling in the mirror, and suddenly she's like, "Don't be weird. You're why I get made fun of at school." I'm like, "Bitch!" Coming out of nowhere.
I take that personally, Vicky.
Tomozaki kun trying to make himself better.
Somebody's got some sibling issues she's not discussing.
Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah. If you're good, I'll move on to me.
Well, I'm gonna go on, but
No,
basically
go on.
just her.
Go on. Yeah,
Go on.
No, it's just basically just her.
That's her,
Like
really?
I was just like,
Okay.
she was in literally this one scene and then the ending, and I was just
Oh,
like,
the ending. Yeah. I forgot about that.
I was
She's
like, is
she
there
is
any
there.
other point to her?
She is there to shit on him and then realize he's not so bad.
I guess.
Yes,
That's her role. Because I mean, I don't think his parents even show up in this show. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but,
you're right.
You know,
she's the redemption character. She's gonna be like, redeem yourself, you know, and he's gonna do it.
Imouto, notice me.
Yes, there. Snap.
Oh my god,
that's true.
Was it
Cori
Eromanga Sensei that was the little sister?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And then
but I think they were stuck.
Yeah, and there's this whole show about imoutos.
Yeah, that makes it better always.
Yeah, never mind.
God.
No.
Just
and as I've mentioned previously, the new season came out, and there's definitely a show that we will not discuss because it won't be relevant to anything we've never discussed and won't discuss. So,
is it
moving
a
on.
third season of what we don't talk about?
No.
Is it a third season
not,
of a
but
certain
there's also
animal?
a show that isn't at all. No.
Okay, never mind.
No,
never
but
mind.
there's a show, and it's about a thing that happens, and it's not important, so we're not going to watch it. Anyway, so things that I did not like about this shit. No, we're gonna leave the train for the end. We want to hit it hard.
Yeah.
So, everything is a little bit too perfect for how it just kind of falls through. I kind of said this before, like she's good at school and sports and people. Like I always get tired of that. Like it's a very, at least in my experience, very Japanese and maybe even like East Asian thing where it's like there's just a character who's literally perfect at everything. While in America, I feel like we have jocks and we have smart people and we have nerds. And that's it.
Well, yeah.
But in Japan, it's like, you have all of that, but you're not a nerd. Ha ha ha. Unless you are.
She is. Yep.
Yeah. It's a weird, and not weird, it's a different way of dissecting social abilities in class and all that in school. Because no one ever, like, in America, like, man, those smart jocks.
Well, I was just telling someone earlier that the kid that I went to high school with was good at concert band, academics, and sports. But now, like, shortly after our 10-year reunion, he was just bald. So he was the character in high school of being able to go between all three varying things on the, what you call it, the Venn diagram?
Mm-hmm.
He got all the stats. He had stats everywhere.
And I don't think there's a person out there who couldn't theoretically be good at many, many things, but obviously no one's good at everything.
Too much.
But I mean, it's just too many things to focus on. You can't be good at everything, but you can be good at all stuff that people care about, and that's the difference. Like if I'm not good at cooking, but no one cares about cooking, then no one notices.
I think you hit a point where it's like it's also the labels. It's like you're either a jock or a nerd, or like you don't call someone, oh, look at that jock, nerd, chefs, scientist, trainer, animal lover. Like you just call them one label, and I think the character
it's simplified.
Yeah, exactly. For Aoi, she's the perfect. You just call it the perfect person, the one,
right.
Top student. Yeah,
the top two.
And yeah, I mean, she was real harsh for meeting the dude. She wanted to meet him, and he did not meet her expectations.
Yes.
And she was savage on this guy. I was like,
he went off.
Calm down. He was not expecting you.
It was amazing. I loved it.
She tore him apart. And I'm not saying she didn't make very good points, because she did.
Yes.
But she could have been a little more something. What? Doesn't matter. She's great. She's a great character, so I really don't have a whole lot of negative. But yeah, she was harsh. Like that right there would have scared real people from ever listening to her ever. And she's got good things to say, but they would have shut down immediately.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like anybody with the lack of social confidence that this guy has would have just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go play video games and be good at that because you suck."
But he did. He was basically like, you know what? life is a garbage game, and she was like, come with me, and she just took him and was like, I'll show you.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a terrible way to help people.
Poison her.
PSA: if you want people to listen to you, doing anything where they feel like they're alienated and they have to defend themselves, bad start. Just terrible start. Don't do that. If you want them to listen.
It's just at that point she was just insulting him because she was insulted.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to help him. She changed her mind to help him. But yeah, it's a good thing because people do mistake their wanting to help people and anger pretty quick. They just kind of mix them in real quick, and then it's like, you're yelling trying to help me, but I can't hear you because you're yelling. Ironically. But yeah, Patrick, let's hear it.
Okay, so what I don't like about this show is it might be the first episode, but like, damn, like I feel like there was no comedy at all. I wasn't feeling that, like, as a show about gamifying, the life. I expected, I had more expectations of it. Like, for me personally, maybe it was just me, but it was just long-winded speeches after another. I felt like I was reading a novel with all of the speeches. There was none of these gags that I would expect from a show like this. So, and again, I didn't really laugh at a lot. I laughed at the end bit where she was doing the chalkboard part and giving him the goals. Like, that's great. Let's do more of this. But from the beginning till like almost like 90 or 80% of the show, where that it felt like it was just two people having long-winded speeches with each other, explaining everything. All talk, no show, let's say, right? And I just didn't like it. For me, I got so disappointed that I actually went and looked at the manga, and this is one of those shows where like the anime does not do the manga justice. Like, you hear that a lot all the time, right? Like, people say, "Oh, read the manga instead. Read the manga instead. Manga is so much better than the anime." I feel like that is 100% true with this show. The manga is a totally different style. They don't really capture the elements in the anime, because in the manga, it just feels like there's more expression. It feels like there are more like cutaway gags where, like, for example, when she's explaining about, like, low tier character and she's envisioning herself as a queen. She has a cape, she has a crown on, and it's just like so much more comedic effect of that, and it's just more engaging to see, like, oh, let's actually see the stat bars and let's see, like slimes and whatnot. In the anime, they did it for a little bit where she was explaining, like, oh, your character creator, right? And she has like the wings, and she's holding she's holding the world with her hands or whatnot. Like, that was the only part where they did like a cutaway to like exemplify, like, oh yeah, how do we show people like what we're talking about with character creator and like maybe like a level bar or something, right, in your stats. In the manga, they do that so much more, and it's so much more entertaining to see, like, it be playful, because it's anime, right? That's kind of what I expect this show to hit all these beats and to be playful and to be more expressive. But in the anime, I felt like I was watching a live action show where it was just two people talking to each other, and I felt like for this anime, they wanted to take it in a more serious route, and it felt like it's like a drama rather than having any of the comedic bits to it. Again, for the first episode, a lot of dialogue, which is understandable for this show. It was based off a light novel first, so I mean that's kind of like the process, but a lot of words, let's say. The script was huge in this show. Biggest script probably of the anime that we've seen in our reviews. Let's just say that. And so, but again, it was all talk, no show.
Yep.
And for this anime, the manga source material has so much show, so much playfulness, so much more expression. Even the main characters, he's totally different. And I understand, animation designers or whatever, whichever studio has to do it, they're gonna do it to their style. But again, I just feel like they did the manga dirty, and I was like, man, that was what I hate about the show. It's not what you would expect. I mean, maybe you do expect it to be the serious tone, but not as funny as I would thought it would be, and not as lighthearted, especially for this type of show. So I don't know. and rant.
I know exactly what you mean. It was way more drama for what should have really been able to be more comedic. Kind of like the new Mortal Kombat is great. Awesome. Go watch it. But it's way more drama and dramatic than like the original. Like you won't get like the dun 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 dun. Like you get a little bit of it, but it's so dramatic. And it's
the
like,
best part of that entire movie was the music.
Exactly.
It truly was. And you don't really get that. And it's like you can enjoy it, but you end up just watching the original afterwards, or like something that's gonna have a bit more oomph for an anime. Like otherwise you just read the book if you want dramatic stuff.
Yeah. I feel like
I mostly took it from honestly the mental health perspective of like, yes, do that, guy. Do that. Just because I have spoken I had a guy I talked to for some time, and we used anime as a way to help him understand how to interact with the world. And so part of this is me seeing that, like, yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Whatever helps you overcome your fear, do that. Because this was a way for this guy who's really good at a video game, like unnecessarily good, to take the same mentality and then apply it to the life. And then you have this girl who, for no good reason, is like, I'm going to make you better because clearly you need to live up to my expectations. And he takes it. And I'm like, good job, you.
Yeah.
Like, she clearly said her reasons for why she needed to improve him, because she looked up to Nanashi, and if Nanashi is just this low-tier character who she can't beat, then what's the fucking point? She's nothing then.
Now, see, now that's just terrible logic.
No, never.
On her part.
The story is never meet your hero, guys. That age-old story, never meet your heroes. They're gonna disappoint. They can never live to your expectations.
That's so true.
I say that as a joke, of course, but yeah.
I mean, I get what she's saying, but it's really not like that's not a good way to look at it either. But anyway, I liked it for that. I've watched more episodes in the 3 weeks that we have since the first episode came out. So yeah, Vicky, would you watch more of it?
I would, because like you were saying, I like how he takes the dedication he has to playing a game to approaching life as if it were a game. And I want to see someone like do that, because man, it's hard to get motivated, and there's so many like gamify your life apps out there and stuff that I've tried, and it's like the serotonin just ain't flowing with all of them. But just from when she was like, this is my pretty mouth mode and this is pretty mouth mode off, I was like, that's so true. And giving him masks so that he can practice smiling all day, because that's a confidence builder. It's like, if you smile, even if you're faking it, it will physically change your mental outlook to be like more confident.
Yeah, I think many of us grew up in the time where we had those posters, smiling improves brain chemistry.
Fake it till make it. 100% true.
I always fake it, and now I've made it. Wait, that came out wrong.
I'm still.
I was gonna let that go.
Vicky, I'm still faking it. So let's.
I'm still trying to make it, but faking it's wearing off.
That's good. Yeah. Actually, you actualize. That's actualization. You're making it. Good job, Vicky. I'm proud of you making it.
Yep.
No more faking it.
Yep. Well,
Patrick.
Yes.
You gonna watch it?
Here's the thing.
Oh.
I want to watch more. I feel like the first episode is not the best. Again, I do like. It has a lot of strong parts, like Cori said. I do like the psychology. I like the little parts. Like, yes, try better. Better yourself. I love these type of anime that kind of give you that theme of doing better. But again, I'm judging this as the first episode. It is not as engaging as I would hope for it to be. But I definitely will try to watch more of it because of certain characters. But let's not. No. But no,
Imouto, notice me.
No. But the thing is, of course, I want to see how they play out with those extra goals, and I think that's gonna be fun because I feel like when I'm watching this, maybe I'm doing like that self-insert where like I want to see how he takes these. Cause I've definitely done that before. I've definitely done write a check mark list, talk to certain people, talk to this girl, compliment someone, right? Like I've definitely gamified myself and try to make those goals. So I want to see how he actually does it.
If a real person put a list similar to the stuff that they put in the show that I've seen in like 3 episodes,
right?
They succeeded, like they actually succeeded. They would be over time, not a short time. We're talking weeks to months, maybe even years. They would change drastically,
right? And I think for me,
and the more successful, the more hard they put in. Yeah.
No,
go ahead, sorry.
No, I was gonna say, like, I definitely see myself. I definitely see my younger self in him. Like, because I definitely done that. I'd love check boxes and like do these little side quests. You know, talk to this girl, do this, get this done. You know, and I still try to do that to this day. I have a check on my phone, a note that says exercise, and I check mark that, and I complete it. Oh, it feels good.
Wow.
So yeah,
I should do that.
Side question. So there's 2 anime where they gamify school. One is A Cell World by none other than Reki Kawahara of Sword Art Online fame. The other one, I think, Patrick, you recommended to me like 7 years ago. I cannot remember what it's called, though. And they had 2 seasons.
Don't recall. I thought it was Excel Saga,
right.
But...
Time to Google.
We could definitely insert that somewhere here.
I'm definitely gonna watch more of it because the psychology of changing your life around is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of the advice she's giving him is real things I've done where it's like basically you just fake it and then you make it.
Yeah, it's like I feel like this show is definitely something that it does. I think it's like 100%. Like I would say like 100% good because people who would be interested in anime and interested in games just try to apply the same mindset with life. And like I said, for me, I've definitely trying to do that more recently, especially with the New Year's. It's like like New Year's resolution, right? Like that never works, right? Because people you make it that one time and then you're like you don't ever look back. But if you were to do it like on a weekly basis, simple tasks,
Yep.
Wash the dishes, take a shower, like I don't know, simple like medial things. But the idea is like you get to see your goals, like you get to put in a check inside of a box. There's something about it, I don't know, like that just like I did this thing, and I think a lot of people who were to watch this and need this kind of, if it works for you, then that's good, right? If it helps you and it works for you, that's the method you learn, because people learn different ways. And for him, as a gamer, this might be his method of learning to prove himself, that's if he applies it to it. So different strokes for different folks and different learning methods for different people. So I think this is definitely a good.
All I know is if Aoi and Tomozaki don't become a couple by the end of this, what's the point?
Do you
the
think
point is the blue-haired girl is the best.
Blue-haired girl? Oh.
Yes. I just say that because I always go for the blue hair. But, it's kind of obvious that she's supposed to be, like, the end goal, even though, like, neither of the characters know that because anime.
Right.
Yep. It's just, they're so well matched for each other, but they don't know it yet. Oh. But when they figure it out, oh, man.
They'll rank 1 and 2 on the game. Like, that's like...
Yeah.
That's like if Cori was playing Final Fantasy 14 with his wife or something like that. Like if you play the game, you dedicate your life playing this game, and if you find someone, I think that's also a weird like subtext. Like he finds someone exactly like him that loves this game, right? To that point.
Yep.
And they're like, yes, this is the dream. Finding your waifu gamer, right?
Exactly.
for the gamers, not necessarily me, but I'm just saying for the gamers. Like these people exist.
Yep.
Yeah, Patrick is taking applications.
I am not. unfortunately, am not a hardcore gamer as I used to be. But in a different lifetime, I would still be playing Marvel vs. Capcom and Street Fighter.
I am not going to find this anime. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, it's an anime about... it's in a high school. They're all playing... they're all, like, in school, but their school has VR tech, and it, like, gets points for each class as they, like, fight each other. I just can't remember what it is. And it's
Are you talking
old.
about the one where it's like there's a bad class and there's the boy and he's
Yes.
There's a girl that's like really good and she shouldn't really be in that class, but she is.
That detail I don't exactly remember, but probably
and it's like
yes.
Baka is in
Baka
it.
and Test. Baka and Test.
Baka
Thank
and
you.
Test.
That's all I needed.
Yeah. You're welcome. Because I was
Thank
like, hold
you.
on.
Oh, boy.
I thought one of you would give it to me. I didn't know when, but you did. Thank you.
There you go.
Baka and Test.
Oh boy.
No, it's Baka To Test.
Okay, look.
But
I
it
read
is
in
Baka and
English.
Test.
Yeah,
I read in
we
English.
discussed it. The T-O, the toe, we got it.
No, it is. But I was like, I've only ever known it by the Japanese title. And I'm like, Baka and Test? What? Baka To Test. Awesome. Because I'm like, I remember that.
Yeah. So, because so this is like, what, 2014-ish time type period. Baka and Test was on TV or something. Sword Art Online. And I heard about Excel World because Sword Art Online was good for 13 episodes. And so I was like, yeah, let me see this other show. Oh. Huh. Excel World.
Hey, Baka Test is 2010, I believe.
Is it 2010?
2010.
Yes.
So
okay, yeah,
2010.
2010. That makes more sense.
I think so.
Yeah,
It's a little bit young.
That makes more sense.
A little bit of an older anime, yeah, 2010-ish.
But what I was going to say was, like, between Excel World and Baka and Test, what elements would you want incorporated into bottom tier character Tomozaki?
I like the idea of, because I think in Baka and Test, it was like literally based on their test scores, their seating assignment changed.
Like, and they were literally learning, but the learning was like getting them points.
Yeah.
And it let them upgrade to different classes or whatever. It was the whole thing.
Like, I want to see like, because when they were talking about initial stats, and she was like, you think I started with a good stats? I didn't. Like, I would have liked to see what her stats were that she made and what she started with. Maybe they'll do that later, but
that's exactly like I said with the manga. Like they have that little like level bar. Like, oh, you don't know what her level is. It's like a question mark. You know, like they play with that, and that's some. Again, if they did it at the anime, amazing. Like it just makes it engaging for you to be appealing, and it's like again, they're gamify that, but the anime. Sorry, I don't want to re-rant on that again. Whatever, we did already, but it takes it too serious. It's too serious. Like, have some fun with it, guys.
It's very serious.
Have some fun. I felt like
it's an anime.
No, like when he was giving the speech to her when she was like, "Oh, you're a loser. I'm gonna walk away," and he's like, "Don't you don't understand my struggle. You're a top tier." Like you could feel his pain. Like the voice acting on him, you feel his pain struggles. Like. This voice actor is perfect for this type of and it's so dramatic. The piano keys in the background start, and then the strings come up. Like you just feel like the emotion. I'm like, dude, it ain't that serious. Like, let's. But for him, he's like, yo, you got the sad music going on, and it's like, what is this? It's like did someone die? And he's just like expressing himself. Of course, someone did die. He's just like, no, you don't understand this because you're top tier and I'm bottom tier. You never know my struggles. And then she's like, okay, and then like. Cut back into like, okay, we're being playful now, but serious tone. Yeah, it's too serious, way too serious for my. It should be fun, guys.
Fair enough.
It should be fun.
Obviously, I technically we didn't answer the question of who's going to watch it. I think we're all going to watch it at least a little bit at some point.
I want to watch it. I want to like it.
I've obviously watched 2 more episodes or so. Vicky, have you watched any more than the first?
I have not.
Okay. But yeah, so we'll probably follow up on that. Moriarty will be next week.
Yeah.
So as we get into our side dishes in this Taku Katsu,
do you know what side dish is in Japanese? It's called
the word for it? No.
Yeah. Well, there's a word for it, but also the word for side dish means something totally different in slang, which kind of fits, but also very much does not in the context of.
Oh, Vicky, please.
Patrick knows what I'm talking about.
Vicky,
I'm waiting.
Did you text? No, never mind. No, Vicky.
No.
Very interesting. Yeah,
it's just something that I know that the Japanese word for side dish is not what you think it means.
So
it's
okazu, right? Okazu.
It's something like that.
I believe it's okazu, but
it does start with an O.
I believe what you're saying is you're very, very knowledgeable. You're very culturally knowledgeable to things, Vicky. But you're not wrong.
I'm waiting.
Wrong.
We're not gonna say what it is.
We're not gonna say what it is.
You brought it up. You brought it up.
You just look up.
You brought it up.
Look up okazu. OKAZU. For me, as the wannabe Japanese intellect, I would have to look at the actual like kanji and like see, is there a play on word? Is there like something that's similar to, like, did they cut it into a smaller word?
I don't know where or how, but I know of it.
How do you know that?
And it is now in podcast chat.
I am very cultured.
There you go, Patrick. Podcast chat. You're welcome.
Yes, that's it. That's the one. It means okay. And Cori, for you, it means this. It means this.
Listeners, you are gonna want to just either find this on your own. It's a little Easter egg. Just a little side dish to the side.
That's what it also means.
Which, in our context of what we talk about often for these little side dishes, is not wrong.
Which reminds me, how you doing on that?
I haven't finished.
Mm-hmm.
Wait! What are we talking about? Are we talking about the
We're talking about Vicky's favorite show of last season.
Are we talking about okazu or...
Oh man!
I mean, look, we are in the okazu now.
God. I'm going to, by next recording, I'm going to finish whatever is left. I believe it should be done and completed.
Oh, it's long done. It's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
You got like 6 episodes to watch.
Oh boy, I don't want. Listeners, let's
mainline some of that porn right now.
Yeah, it's not porn.
Let's talk about episode 12 and then we're good. Unless we're gonna do a whole episode of just a recap of the show.
Yep. I'm just gonna do a last episode recap of the show.
Let's just do that.
It might be like 11 and 12 because they like to split it that way, but we'll see. I plan to finish that by next recording, hopefully. Because listeners, as you may now know, I'm getting a house, and woo doggy, it is stressful. On top of being the only one running my work, because we've got no managers in a place that should have at least 2 on site.
I want the manager. I am the manager. I want your manager. I'm also my own manager.
Yeah, I run the place now.
Your work here is done. Get out.
Yeah.
You might need to talk to the janitor. I am also the janitor.
That is truer than you think.
Oh boy, Vicky, you live in life. Yeah. How dare you live your life?
Well, I'm barely living is more like it. It's like I come home and sleep, and then I
somebody
wake up
feed her some katsu, please.
Yep, give her some sweets.
I would love to just have food, actually. Because eating food is like a thing that has not been happening really because work is terrible. So I've just been eating
anybody want to donate
eggs?
Some rodeo burgers to Vicky. Send them to her new address, which is located in where she lives.
Yep.
So
it's near a high school that doesn't exist anymore.
Sure, that's the words.
Yes.
Those are the words that were said. No more, no less.
Yep. But no, I will finish it off and then we'll have a little recap.
Oh boy.
Gotta finish off that
Are we talking about the side dishes or?
Hey, I was trying to just let it go.
All right.
Because I will make the same dumb joke every time.
All right.
But we can do it.
Cori, what is our side dish? That's not Cori. That's not Vicky's.
What is our side dish? Gohan and tamago. I don't know. Oh wait, that's not how you say and. Anyway, Spanish. I mixed it with Japanese. Good job. Okay, so I've got a selection of potential side dishes, and we can pick from the next couple of weeks, or something random because that's how it goes. So I'll start with more mundane, and I'll get to the one that I know is going to be like a good long topic one of these days. So we discussed previously off podcast, off recording, labeling various holidays. And associating them with their respective anime or anime characters. I've got my own list. I don't know if you two have even given that any real thought. But I got at least, like 8. Also, talking about personality reviews. So basically, this is probably something more long-term that we can do once we have a real audience that wants to hear me talk and judge them. But
we have a real audience.
Okay,
Frank
let me rephrase
counts.
that. A larger audience. A larger audience than us 3 and then the 5 people who like us enough to listen to us talk to each other. Basically, the idea is I want to know who your like preferred self-identified character is. And then I will tell you about yourself based on them. So, I'll use myself as an example. I'll save that because I've said it a million times, so I'll save it. But we can use Patrick, we can use Vicky, we can use anybody else who wants to give it in, and I will tell you based on that character who you are and what you're about, with who knows how much accuracy.
Wait. Are you saying our listeners can say who of us they identify with?
No. Sorry. The listeners will tell us who their personal, like self-insert character is. Like, if you really like Rurouni Kenshin, and you're like, I am him, then I'll say, okay, so you're someone who probably went to war, you killed a ton of people, you regret it, now you want to overturn the government, but you won't do that because you're nonviolent now. And so you moved off to a small town somewhere where a bunch of ruffians are doing some stuff, the police are getting involved, and you have to decide if you're going to start murdering people again because you're really, really good at it and everybody knows, but you're really actually just the nicest dude around. Rurouni Kenshin. Something like that. I could do it a little less quickly. But I want to have a little interaction that way. So that's one thing. We have the holidays associated with characters. An example that we talked about. No, I'll go with the one that's already out there. Easter, Wonder Egg Priority. Done. We can do more clever ones than that, though. It is a really good show. I've been watching that, too. Chinese New Year, Fruits Basket. That's perfect. All right. Yep. I got some more, but I will save those for when we decide to do that as a full side piece.
White Day? No. Yeah, no, White Day.
What would White Day be?
Oran Hosko.
No, I have one. I have one for. Do I have one for that? Wait, just
White Day.
Oh no, we can go with that.
Maybe
that
it's
works.
Valentine's. Maybe it's closer to. It's either Valentine's or White Day.
I mean, White Day is only a Japanese holiday as far as I know. So.
Yeah.
My favorite is.
All right, so
is sorry, I'm gonna drop in. Groundhog Day is Steins Gate.
Dude, talked about this. You ruined it. That's a good one too.
That's a good one.
God damn it, such a good one.
That is.
Because I definitely wrote that down somewhere. But whatever. All right, I have more. But yeah, and then non-Japanese stuff that we want to talk about, like stuff we like. So like. That can be as simple as Solo Leveling is awesome. Everyone needs to read it. Please make an anime, either Korea or Japan. Probably not Japan. Why? We'll have that discussion when we talk about things like that. It could be Mortal Kombat. It could be whatever, just non-Japanese stuff, because that's what we talk about. And then the one that I know absolutely will be a very long, enjoyable conversation. Tsunderes are impossible.
That's See, Vicky,
So we talk about Tsunderes,
what's
we
Vicky's
can talk Deres, but mostly Tsunderes are not real, and you don't want one.
Yeah, Vicky, what is
I disagree.
What's your stake on the tsundere topic? Or let's just focus
We've
on tsundere.
had this conversation.
Let's focus
We've had
on
this conversation over like 5
years.
10 years. Like,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's been a repeated thing where it's like, just like waifus, you don't really want one, because most of the time they're tsundere anyway. You don't really want one, you just like the idea of one.
Yep.
Hinatas,
you want your Hinatas, you do not want your Tsunderes.
yeah.
Yes.
But
But Hinata's not a tsundere.
No, that's why you want them.
Oh, that's true.
Is she not?
No, she's definitely not.
Hinata?
I don't think so.
Hinata is the least Tsundere of all of them.
She's the
We're
best.
talking about Naruto, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, okay. There's like 1,000 characters named Hinata in every anime in the
yeah,
world,
yeah.
but
Okay, yeah.
No,
we're talking about the one that
That
Naruto,
matters.
yes.
The one that actually
Not
matters.
the one that matters. Yeah. I figured it was the Naruto.
Because there's like Love Hina, and there's the anyway.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. Yep. No, I think they could exist, but I don't think. See, the thing is,
I've definitely met one, maybe.
yeah.
and we want to remember that while we generally use tsundere to mean female anime characters, we can apply it to males and all that.
Mm-hmm. Although males is so much. Well, males are generally like the cat boy character, like so standoffish, and then like as you get to know them,
cats
they warm
are
up.
tsunderes though.
Like Kyo from
Cats are tsunderes.
Cats are tsunderes.
Kyo from Fruits Basket,
Exactly. Yeah, cat people.
or everybody in Gravitation.
Even I want to say
Riska. Riska's a tsundere as hell. Riska's super tsundere. That's why.
Oh my god! Have y'all watched more of Loveless?
No, I'm scared to watch episode 2.
I said Gravitation. I meant Loveless. Yes. No, I have not watched any more Loveless.
No, yeah, it gets real tsundere.
Oh boy.
No, really? The cat people get tsundere?
Trauma.
No.
Trauma from the first episode, guys. I'm still having that. Jeez.
Does that mean that every cat person in video games is also a tsundere by default?
That's usually
the
template. Like, I think
there's 2 different cats. There's the kind that is tsundere and the kind that just like is bubbly and just love you, like that kind of cat person. But cat boys, yeah. What was that anime? What was like a little brother and he was a cat and he could turn into a cat? I think I'm thinking of a yaoi.
Oh boy.
Never mind.
That would explain why neither of us know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I will figure it out, listeners, and get back to you.
There was this show, and there were cat boys, and they loved each other very much. You 2 have seen that, right? It's really good.
It's similar to the one where there's
a lot of side dishes, if you know what I mean.
Oh, man.
We call that a callback in the industry. Wow, very well. See, now we know. See, we learned a lot. We learned what a side dish is now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Can I say something? Yeah, Okazu. Can I say something? A side dish.
Okazu Tatsu.
I mean, in American English. I mean, what am I trying to say? In English, a side dish is also
American English. Yeah, it's a version.
I mean, we call it a side piece, right? Yeah. Is that somewhat a reference to
I know.
Side dish?
I keep thinking side piece and saying side dish. Yeah. And I'm like, did I say it right? Yes.
They're
do they make the same sense?
Right?
They do.
Got it.
They are the same.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Maybe that was the influence, but
yeah.
Back on track.
No, they're
Okay, so I've given some options on what we can talk about. We can keep it, more short if we do the holiday one. We can go into some deep nonsense if we talk about random non-Japanese stuff. We can go into who knows how long with talking about tsunderes and deres and da-da-da. Or we can, or something else. If you 2 got something else. Yeah. Dere.
That sounds like a good episode topic by itself. Just all the deres.
Yep. It's the Oran High School version of JoJo. Dere.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so you want to choose one, or you just want me to pick one? Dealer's choice. Right.
The Dere series exists. You just don't want Yanderes to exist, but they also
Yandere
do.
Simulator, by the way. I think that's
They
still a
definitely
project.
exist. See, that's something that I know exists. Yandere.
Yep.
Yanderes really are real.
They are
murder everyone for
they're
your
real.
love.
They are straight up murderers. There
Yeah.
was one where it happened on some murder, death, kill show, as I've taken to calling Friday nights entertainment, because it's like 60 minutes, someone's dead. NBC, someone's murdered. ABC, someone's killed. It's like, why is it Friday? It's all just...
Friday night, every Friday. There's, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what I have to say
Did
about
you forget to go outside and party on Friday? Well, now we'll remind you why you should never leave.
I mean, Cori, that's
Exactly.
a totally true correlation. Is Friday night you go out, you die.
Pretty much. I'm like, I need to just stay in.
Oh boy. Can I say something about Yanderes?
Well,
Yanderes is like, what is it? It's like, I think that it happens because I think we discussed it earlier with the Belt Princess. Is like, the person involved with them is like, yes, she's down for me. Like, she's on your side no matter what. And like, that's somewhat appealing. I mean, just from the bare, I mean, I'm taking all that other side, but just from like, oh yeah, she's into me, right? She's totally into me. She's a Yandere.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about that. But then you can't recognize if she's a Yandere or she's just being playful. And then, Friday night happens. And then
Murder, death,
Yep.
So again, I talked to my brother yesterday. I talked to Zane, our occasional fourth host, and he was talking about, he listened to our Boonies episode.
Yeah.
And he was saying, like, he kind of half got what we were saying, but he was like, no. And I'm like, yeah, that's the correct answer. Yanderes are bad.
Yeah.
They are the worst version of any Dere, of any kind. You do not want one.
They would only be good if they didn't kill you. Is there a version of a Yandere that doesn't kill you? But the fact that...
The version of a Yandere that doesn't kill you is the one in Miraniki where she kidnaps you and then kills you and then goes and finds another one.
Okay, never mind.
Who's you?
Yep.
I retract my statements.
Yeah, there's pretty much no... There was only one, and it was like this real life thing where this woman dated this dude. They went on like one date, but she was obsessed, and he like dated someone else and married them.
Mm-mm.
And then like it ended in murder, death, killing. But he survived.
Oof. How about the other person?
His wife did not.
Oh boy. Okay. Sorry. I just had to. I was just curious.
Yeah, and she somehow told the cops that like she got attacked, but she just like stabbed herself.
Oh boy.
She still went to jail, thankfully, because she was murder, death, killing everybody.
Yep. Yandere is out the window. Let's. I think we clear.
Defenestration.
We got a clear
example. Patrick, do me a favor. Give me a if you can Google it or if you got it off the top of your head, just give me a list of the Deres, the Dere types.
Yes.
Right? The Soons and the Yans and everything else. and obviously the Deres.
Yep.
The Soons, you gotta just get away from them.
All right.
And then let's talk it through.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's start from the top. I'm just looking it up. There's Baka Dere, which apparently refers to a character who is clumsy and stupid. I mean, for the most part, they're innocent, sweet, but
himbos,
they're stupid.
Himbos,
I think I would say Sailor Moon.
Yeah, Sailor Moon for sure.
So no, I specifically said himbos, but yeah,
yep,
himbo, bimbo,
yep,
them, yep,
himbos as well. Yep. The girl from Loveless, the kid that does not look like she's fucking 12.
The one who's stacked like she's 16 but aged like she's 12.
She's stacked like 30, man. I don't know.
She's stacked more than their 20-something-year-old teacher.
She's stacked like she had plastic surgery, is what I should have said.
Yes, there you go.
Yep.
There you go. No, that's pretty clear. That's a common one. Let's move on to Dere, who refers to a character who is usually shy around those they're infatuated with. which then results in violence.
Hinata.
But no, which
Oh
results in
shit!
violence.
Never mind. Take
But
it back.
no, okay. But here's the thing. But no, Hinata's right because both Deres don't know how to handle their embarrassment and use their fists instead of their words. So similar to like when she pushed someone away, or like you like embarrassingly push someone away from you, even though like you like them.
Specific Ranma reference. Ukyo Kayonji from Ranma Half. She whenever she gets embarrassed, she hits. You said Yandere is the one that like they express themselves violently.
Oh no, yeah, Bo Dere, Bo Dere. Yeah.
Okay, so Ukyo Kayonji from Ranma, she'll hit people with her okonomiyaki flipper.
Man, okonomiyaki is delicious.
It is.
Oh,
Patrick, have you had okonomiyaki yet?
Yes, it's the best thing. It is. Is that the thing where you noodles are like you pancake, like you fry it right in front of you, and like they put whatever.
It's like a
Yeah.
cabbage pizza.
It's mostly cabbage, but yeah. And I've made it at my house, but also downtown of where I live. So come down and visit. Damn it.
In a couple of months.
Do it. Yeah. Hey, I got my last shot last weekend, so I got 2 weeks from last Saturday, so vaccinations are science. Anyway, keep going.
All right, yeah, so there's a bunch of like there's a lot because I feel like they're just making a lot of Pacific types, but we'll just move on. The next one is Byoki Dere, which if you know Japanese is the character who is kind and gentle at heart, but they have a serious illness. So they're like bedridden or they're just a frail type of character.
Wow.
But Byoki means sick. So this is the tragic sick character, but you want to like take care of them. They love you and all that junk, but they're going to eventually die.
Can we think of a character specifically?
There's one. I mean, I feel like all these are spoilers. If you ever name a character that has this, it's a spoiler because they're going to die. Spoiler alert, April is a lie or something like that.
Oh no! Wasn't it like your name in?
Yeah.
No, not your name is, but April is a lie.
April is a lie. April is a lie.
The lie in April.
The lie in April. Yes.
Your lie in April.
Your lie in April. That's the one. Another famous one is the flower we didn't. The name of the flower that we didn't know, or something like that. Anohana.
I heard of that one.
Yeah, that one's a sad anime. That one just makes you cry, and we all know Cori is not too much of a fan of those.
No. I literally started thinking about the anime called Hanayari Dango.
Oh yeah, man.
And I'm like, that's why I made Dango.
Yep.
I've been trying to get Dango since I saw Anko eat a Dango in Naruto. And I've been trying to get a dango since I figured out that Hanayari dango means boys over flowers. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway.
Boys over flowers?
Yes, oh my goodness.
Yeah. But it's Hanayari dango. So I'm like, how does that... It's like boys over sweets or flowers over... And I'm like, I don't understand the Japanese on that one.
Flowers over boys.
Yeah.
I've got like 3 of those manga. And it's like short stories of just like girls and boys and like... And they
made a live action of it too, but yeah. So I made Dango, and it was
I watched the
it
live
tasted like
action.
monkey.
Oh my god!
Is it good? I hear. I mean, I know it's popular for sure, but I don't think I've seen.
From what I remember, it was better than the manga because it's like cute boys in schoolboy outfits.
Okay.
And it kind of reminded me of Super Junior because there were just so many.
Oh my
boys.
goodness! So it's
in fact,
particularly for the ladies.
Yep.
Got it.
Ladies. Yeah. All right, let's keep on.
Yandere refers to a character who's often silent, keeps to themselves, but when they're next to the person they're attracted to, they will come out of the shell. I feel like it's very similar to like another type of tsundere, I guess, but the ones who are actually doing things win next to them.
Mm-hmm.
I would hazard that it's similar to Anna from Shinometa.
Oh, I see.
Which I recommend everyone watch.
Alone. The crazy the panty over your face girl.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Got it.
Yep. Well, that's not her. Anna is a different character, and she's the reason you should not watch that show. around people who will judge you.
All right, that's a good enough sale for me to watch the show. Let's move on.
Good show though.
Wow.
It's a fun show to watch.
Mhm.
It's so fun. All right, go ahead.
We got Dere, Daru, Dere. Refers to a character who is often lazy and dull. They would rather sit around and show no emotions towards anyone, including their love interest. This is just your lazy type character.
Not Daru from Steins Gate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your lazy character.
I can't think of any obvious examples.
I don't know. I can't think of it.
It's like any character with the lazy eyes. Who's just like nonchalant.
Like Brock.
Yeah. No.
Oh, the dog hero from One Punch Man.
The dog hero.
I don't remember his name. He's like an S-class hero in One Punch Man, but he only stays in his town and he doesn't make emotions.
Can't
Also,
remember
he's in a
dog
dog suit. He's a dog. He's in a dog suit.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, the next one is Dere, which is the completely kind and happy and energetic type. No matter what may happen, they quickly revert to their cheerful self. So they're really extremely expressive. The character I think of is cute High Earth Defense Club Love. That yellow-haired character. He is the Dere.
Oh, what the hell is his name?
The youngest of the group.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's like yellow with like a tinge of pink,
Yeah.
and he's the one that's super into it.
He's super
and
into
he
it.
loves the wombat.
Yes.
Love the
He very
wombat.
much is a Dere. Because he doesn't care about like actually dating. He just likes cuddles.
I kind of think of Honey Senpai from Orin High School.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But basically, any of the short, blonde, sometimes foreign guys in a lot of these shows are following this archetype. Honey Senpai or Momoji from Fruits Basket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we had this discussion before.
Yeah,
the Shota type.
Yes.
Yeah, the Shota type.
So,
Shota.
Or Finnegan from Black Butler, the
I
gardener.
don't remember.
He's a bit of a himbo though.
Hmm.
He's stupid strong.
yeah. This one's
Yeah,
definitely,
sounds more like Himbo.
yeah, definitely more of the like standout. You can just they're energetic type. They're always happy-go-lucky. The next one is a throwaway. Again, this is called Haji Dere, Haji Dere, and this is who is very nervous, embarrassed around a crush. Again, this is just seems more of us. It's like the reason why there's tsundere to express like all these subgroups, but it's kind of a throwaway Dere. The embarrassed one, let's say. I'm just move on to the Hime Dere, which is the princess who wants to be treated like a princess by the person that they like, even though they aren't like a part of royalty. So Hime, which is princess love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of a good example of Hime Dore.
I feel like
He made it.
There's got to be an obvious one. I just can't. They're not main characters. That's half the issue. Is that they're side characters, and they might even be like tertiary. Because I can imagine. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just you don't see too many princess types leading an anime or being like the main love interest. I mean, Freya.
No. She's not. Freya's not the princess of Hime Dere.
Moving on.
She's a different type of Dere that we need to create a group for. An anonymous group for.
Kuso Dure.
But no, like this is the type they're like, oh, like treat me like a queen and all this type of. I would assume like high on the higher horse. It feels like a tsundere, well, not tsundere, but it feels like this person would bully you and like tell me I'm like beautiful or like has their arms crossed and kind of like just scorn at you and just like you need to treat me like royalty.
I've never
Haruhi Suzumiya.
Would she count?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I don't think so because she doesn't know. She doesn't know she's God, but she doesn't. Well,
she doesn't have to know.
Let's say yes.
To...
Let's say yes. I'm gonna go with yes. Haruhi Suzumiya. Yes. Hime Dure.
Cool.
I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah. But I think they would just categorize it as tsundere again, since that's just like overall. But moving on. Okay, Yanderes, which is Hine, Yanderes, refers to characters who are cynical worldviews and are cold-hearted and highly arrogant. However, deep down they have a soft side that may reveal itself after love. Okay, this is basically, so what this basically is like the male tsundere, if that makes sense.
Wow.
Like,
I mean, I would say there's a lot of tsunderes that are literally that too.
Yeah,
so
cynical, cold, like the world's gonna.
I mean, like Rei Ayanami, or not Rei.
Yeah.
Redhead girl from Evangelion.
Asuka.
Yep. Is that Rei or is that
no?
Asuka. Thank you. That's basically the same thing.
I thought that was
Asuka?
Rei. Rei is the blue hair one, white hair, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Ray's blue. I know Asuka's red. Just for reasons.
I like these characters. He needed. I relate to the Yanderes. Let's say the world is gonna end. Whatever.
I can't believe that there's no game where you can collect all the Dere types.
I know, or catch them all, right?
Yeah.
Patrick, that's your next game.
Got it. Writing it down.
Yep. And it would
still
play
waiting.
like, you know, that one game with the cats and you just put stuff in the house and the cats.
That's what I was thinking. There's a game about like cats and they have like personalities and stuff and you like collect them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of when you said that.
There we go.
Never played it, but I did hear about it.
At some point from Otaku Katsu,
Katsu games.
Dere.
Katsu games.
Dere.
Like Bobo.
That show is amazing.
That show's wild.
That show is amazing.
Oh, I couldn't watch it. I'm like, nose hairs? Thank you,
Oh,
no.
my goodness. Show's great. Alright. Next one's another throwaway. Is Dere, which is the god complex type, which probably is more of a hierarchy. So I guess princess, the princess type, and then there's the god complex type. And yeah, I think Dere is probably more of a hierarchy, even though she doesn't know it. But yeah, highly proud, highly arrogant, and aren't afraid to speak their mind. So the loud ones. That's. I feel like that we could think of a couple of characters, but moving on to.
There's so many tsunderes share the same. Yeah, they feel the same. That's so similar. Like, it's to the point of being like really nitpicky to be like, well, this one's a Hime Dere and this one's a Kami Dere and this is just a normal tsundere.
You know, someone's gonna be like,
I mean, sure,
there's a distinction.
Sure, and if they want to tell us, go for it.
In the comments below.
Okay.
Like, subscribe, push bells, all the things that you're not going to do, but that's okay.
All right. I think instead of reading from this list, basically, what you do is you type in the word what you want, and you add Dere at the end of it. For example, guys, Choco Dere. People, girls who are obsessed with chocolate. Choco Dere.
No. Kuso.
Kuso Dere. People who... Okay, well,
yeah.
Well, Kuso also mean trash. Like, people who are just trash. Okay. Trash characters.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know you want to say shit, but, you know... but shit characters. Kuso characters. You could take that as... But, Cori, what do you mean? People who are in love with shit, or people who are in love with trash, or
I want to know what the internet says. I want to know what they say. What does it say? I type it in myself?
Pretty much that's what this list is, like, you know, especially with what Tsun is and like the Tsun and Dere, or like for example there's like Yandere, which is like, of course, like a cat. Like, I feel like you could just put Dere at the end of anything and you'd be like, yeah, this is what your type of character is. But there are like there's main ones. Dere. Yeah, there's like 4 main ones who are just like, you know, the top of the list. At the top of the pyramid, and then you just scroll down, trickle down to your other niche that is. But yeah,
this B-side is brought to you by Kuso Dere who has one song from 2018.
Nice.
Wow. Who named themselves Kusodere?
That's a good band name.
The same people who brought you the band Garbage.
Yes.
Wow. Like with Shirley Manson? Or...
They're called
Never
Garbage. That's all I have to say.
What would be your guys' Dere? It's kind of it's a broad. It's a really broad, especially what you just pick a word in.
I mean, if we're gonna put Hinata or Hinata likes on the scale, I will take that 100%.
Yes,
because Tsunderes are impossible.
Tsunderes exist because
you do not want a real Tsunderes. Real Tsundere will drive you insane.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is with real Tsunderes is eventually that you get to the Dere side, and then they're not Tsuna anymore.
But then
they're not Tsunderes.
They're not Tsundere though.
They're just people now.
Yeah.
You don't want the Tsun of a Tsundere. You want the person.
Yeah, you want the Dere.
So you don't want a Tsundere.
But they're out there.
Okay, so we're murderers. You don't want them to be.
You don't want Yandere.
I mean, people.
I mean,
yeah. Oh,
Yandere is what you don't want.
That's actually a little better of a point.
Yeah.
You don't want a Tsundere because you're going to get them to a Dere. Do you want a Yandere so you can get them to a Dere?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. No, you don't want Yandere. It's too much yan. Too much yan.
Any yan is too much yan.
Tsundere is the Yandere without the death.
No, I like the challenge, guys. I'm going Yandere, and if I get her to a Dere, I've achieved the ultimate status of godhood.
Okay. What about a Wan Dere?
Oh, Wan?
What?
Wan?
Dog barking?
Dog? Yeah.
Wait a minute. Cori, what are you trying to say, Cori? Are we talking about dog people or like what are we? We're not talking about.
We talked about cat boys. Now we're talking about onomatopoeias for barking. Hey, let's go.
Wow,
as long as I don't mess with Uma Musama Dere.
Ume Dure.
Just not talking about these horse girls. Nope. Not down for that.
What else? The Ara Dare.
Oh, Ara-Aras. I want an Ara. Yes. That's a Yuko. Yuko from Xholic is an Ara Dere.
Yep.
Wait. Ara, is that the heart? No, what's Ara?
Ara. It's like the teacher that's like way too old to be, not old, but way too suggestively dressed in school, and is like, Ara, you got the wrong answer there, Takashi-kun, and then bends over and it's like boobs right at the face.
It's that old. It reminds me of like a Victorian type of like older like type of talking.
Victorian?
You're like well, you know, you're kind of like speaking in more of a like teasing voice, a teasing character. That's the Ara.
Yep.
Yeah. It's almost like the soft, maybe husky voice of an older woman.
Yep. I can't do it because my voice is, as I've been told, is too sweet.
You can practice. It's okay.
Too sweet. I don't have a mature voice.
You can get there. We believe in you.
We believe
every week. Just practice.
You gotta believe the dream. Turn that.
What's the male equivalent? What's the male equivalent that isn't totally creepy and definitely gross?
There's still Ara.
Would they say the same thing though? Would it be like deep voice or like high pitched man voice?
Oh my goodness.
It'd be lower. It's a seductive tone.
Yeah. It's a very teasing, playful, suggestive.
Yeah.
All those words.
No. All right,
Mature.
I got a bad joke for you both. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you got your Ume Musume, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you've got your horse girl, right? Your Ume Dore, and you feed her a bunch of plums and vinegar?
Oh, I know this one. I should know this one.
This is how you know I watch a lot of anime. I got all these puns in Japanese. That's all I got, though.
You turn him to wine.
We're getting close.
You turn to
Vicky,
sake.
You know what I'm going for?
Plums, Jello.
Umeboshi Dore.
Oh,
yeah.
Boshi.
Because it's the it's like plum sake or whatever.
Yeah.
Plum wine or whatever.
Yeah.
Again, puns I can only assume make sense.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of on that mark, but very
yeah.
Because
it's uma for horse, right? Yeah. But it's ume boshi, so it's it's not perfect, but it is what it is.
It doesn't quite.
Yeah, hit. I told you it was a bad joke. You have that on tape.
I thought you were gonna go with, all right. She's pudding.
All right. I got another. I also got another bad joke.
Okay, let's hear it.
Tsunderes are real.
What is?
Tsunderes are real.
they are.
You don't want a tsundere. Okay. Wait a minute. You want a tsundere. You maybe initially you want a tsundere, right? But Vicky's like the dream is to be turned to a dere. I don't know.
Like the dream is to make her a dere.
So
but they're not tsundere anymore. Like they're not.
It's like the girl wants a bad boy so she can make him good.
Yep.
Except the guy wants a tsundere to make her not tsun.
Basically.
And it's stupid.
But that's the initial attraction was the tsundere.
Yeah.
That's what you're down for. That's what I'm down for. That's what you're fighting for.
Like if you're down for a prostitute. It's not that he
wants the tsun part, it's that she is tsun to him and like eventually the dere part comes out and you're like, oh, she's not so bad. So you're like, all right, I can get with this.
That sounds like a perfectly healthy relationship.
Yeah, perfectly healthy. No arguments, yelling, possible stabbings at all.
Like it would start off as like a business relationship or like a
BS.
project,
Bullshit.
like not something you would go for, but you.
Nope. It would start off with her being mad at you for being baka, and then you not figuring it out, and then you continuing on with your life because she's a waste of your time.
It's like the teacher pairs you up for a school project, and then as you spend time together, the dere part comes out. They exist.
Okay, Vicky, pick your favorite tsundere.
My favorite tsundere. Ritsuka.
Ritsuka from...
Damn it.
From,
she's not wrong, I don't think she's
from
wrong.
What? The
I'm
name is familiar, but what's it from?
Loveless.
Loveless. Or
the main boy.
CL Phantom Hive from Black Butler.
All right. So, in what ways have they expressed their tsun?
They're both cold to the person that's like doting on them.
Okay, now imagine in real life you live with this not responding to your doting. Mm-hmm. How do you feel at the end of the week?
Some people.
I didn't say some. I said you.
I wouldn't go for a tsundere myself.
Okay, then.
Oh, I see.
But they exist, and some people really like that personality trait of like being treated like,
Oh Jesus!
Like a kusodere.
You don't want a real tsundere.
Some people do.
I know the people.
Hey, they're wrong.
Vicky's right. Vicky's right. The people who want tsundere are kusodere people.
Yep, that's how they pair up.
They want to feel like trash. They want to feel like trash.
Yep.
Tsundere definitely will probably do that to you. And I mean,
if you want a healthy relationship that can last for years and years and years, and you can rely on them to be there for you emotionally and physically and all the other good things.
Hey, in Japan,
you do not want a tsundere.
You pair up whether you want to or not.
Cori, I'm sorry, Cori. We can't have your dream right now.
Yeah.
Many people aren't lucky. I'm not lucky.
Yeah, Cori.
Look, as I said.
Yeah, Cori.
Patrick is taking applications.
Stop.
He is my bottom tier Patrick character.
No, don't put me on his level.
We're leveling you up.
Don't put me on Tomozaki's level. I've definitely leveled up. No.
Look.
Yeah.
We got Vicky. We got Vicky a house. We're going to get you a Japanese wife. Let's go.
Oh, Jesus.
Level up.
Jesus.
You got 1 week.
1 week to talk to 3 girls.
I got it.
Right. Into summer. You need a girlfriend.
I'm going to report next week. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna write down the list.
Unrelated women.
Oh, okay.
Unrelated. Wow.
Oh, God damn it.
So important. I forgot that part. Thank you, Vicky.
Patrick had it easy out, guys.
As soon as I was like, unrelated.
Hey, we specified Jesus. Japanese. He is not Japanese.
Oh, Jesus.
We got this.
You know, Vicky.
We gotta lower the standard a little bit.
Patrick, do you have any Japanese cousins?
No.
Pacific Islanders.
You're in the clear.
To apply.
Oh, geez, that's a whole different story I could talk about. About my culture, but let's not dive into that. Oh boy. But no, I will let you know next week of the 3 people I've talked to, and I'll get those check marks. I will level up as my side quest.
All right.
Let's do it.
Now that's what a callback to this episode.
Look, the moral of today's story is Tsunderes are not healthy for you. If you're a tsundere, seek help. If you're dating a tsundere, go away. Go away. They don't like you right now, and they don't know how to express their emotions very well. And they may be self-harming, so you need to call the police. But they're not healthy.
Didn't you date or wanted to date a couple people that classified as tsundere?
Vicky, we all guys want to date.
If they were real tsunderes and I didn't, boom, done. Solve that problem. Terrible choices.
Exactly.
Terrible choices.
But they exist.
Okay. So they are not good people to date. They are not ready. So don't do it.
Yeah. Wait till they level up to Dere.
Yeah. Oh, all about that.
Yes.
If they're Dere, then they are ready. They're ready to give love, receive love. You can love love if you really want to.
Is there a normal Dere? Like
Dere just describe the type of love. Just Dere.
Because isn't a Dere like she's just? I thought Dere was like the opposite of tsundere.
Yeah. That the happy-go-lucky, energetic.
Yeah.
Expressive. Yep. You see, I want Hinata Dere, which just is just Hinata.
It's just Hinata.
So, okay, last week while we were waiting for Vicky to be not asleep, we were talking about how Hinata basically went from like, oh, poor girl, she's interested in Naruto, to like, she leveled up all the way. All the way. And I had this conversation with a person I will not talk about years ago about how Hinata is amazing. She's like, no.
She is amazing.
What is it about? No, Hinata's great. Hinata has like one downfall, and that's her general anxiety and meekness at times.
Yep.
But did she step up or what?
Yes.
Woo!
She did.
That's the kind of loyalty people want. They're like, yes, I'm almost dead, and you come in here and kick some ass?
She proved her proved her point. 2 of her points. She proved her points.
You stand an improvement queen.
Man. Hinata is great. I don't care. And physically, biologically, she developed quite nicely.
Wow.
And that's part of her character. That's all I can say about that.
Reference to proving her points.
That's generally what puberty does.
Puberty worked out quite well for Hinata.
No, you just can't see because
she benefited better than most.
Like you just wear jackets. Like you're not gonna. It's fine. She wears that little zipper jacket. Like you never know. Like
you gotta cover up.
Yeah,
it's important to be modest.
That's also her charm. Is she's a modest lady. She's not out here.
Putting it all out
she's not in these streets. She's not out here in the streets.
More like Ino, to be fair.
She's not out in the street. Mm-hmm. She doesn't belong to the street.
Hinata requires. She's not
about that street life.
She requires delicate clothes. Winter clothes. It's they cover up
all the time. All the time. Like I know that Hinata more or less is an idealized character. But she's a very well-realized, idealized character.
Yes.
Like, she's like the mother of 3 kids. she's supposed to be like the princess of her clan, but she's not.
True.
But she is. Like, she's a capable fighter. Like, bar none. She's capable. She's not super powered. Yeah, Sakura's Sakura. But anyway. And then, like, she is down for Naruto from day one, and that's all that matters at that point. Mm-hmm. And she proved it. It wasn't like, oh, Naruto, I love you. Have some healing powder or whatever it was. And then, like, nothing else.
True.
Nah, she almost died trying to save his life. That is exactly what you want from your significant other. Like, I will save you.
You see,
I don't care.
I can guarantee that from a yandere, which is why people are attracted to those. That's an easy guarantee check mark. You know they're going to die for you because they want to kill you.
They're going to kill others for you. I don't know if they're going to die for you.
Yeah, they're more likely to kill for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Than die.
Because here's what I imagine a real true yandere would think. I will kill everyone to get you. I would even kill you to keep you from everyone else.
Exactly.
But if I'm dead, I can't have you. So I'm not going to die.
It's kind of like
I'll do whatever it takes.
So you're saying it's kind of like that. Have you seen the movie It? I mean, no, It Follows.
Yep.
We're like, okay, so Vicky, you get the reference right, where the yandere, as long as you have someone for it to attack, you're safe.
Yep. It's like, you slept with that person? Well, let me go mess them up.
Exactly. But then when your line ends, she's gonna kill you eventually because you're her main target. But she has to kill all the other targets around you. So, yeah, that's no good.
Yep.
Yandere is bad.
No, that's no good.
Someone said the way to solve it is to just sleep with the thing itself, and then it has to kill itself.
Oh, geez.
I feel like the thing would kill you before that happens. Okay, so again, haven't seen the movie, but if it wants to kill you, but it'll kill all of the targets because you keep sleeping with all these other people.
Yes.
And then you say, okay, I'm going to trick it by sleeping with it. You just brought the thing it wants to kill to it.
Which is itself.
Yeah. No. Okay, so if it wants to kill...
It has priorities. It's gonna target you first.
Yeah. No. See, you sleep with someone else, and then you sleep with it. And then it'll go kill that someone else, and then it'll kill itself.
Are you telling me?
I mean, you better be quick about that, because I feel like it would just kill everybody anyway.
What you're telling me is a little bit like... You're saying like a threesome. It's the person it's gonna kill and you.
Yep.
And so you do it while it's doing the other person or killing the other person. Let's say. Sorry. Don't want to say that.
Yeah.
but it then would kill itself because the one that you know we have. Let's not talk.
I don't think that makes... it sounds good, but I think it's still wrong.
Logically, it makes sense.
It sounds like, man, if this works,
the math
great.
checks
it's
out.
Genius.
2 + 2 does equal 4 guys.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No. I think yanderes are selfish by nature, and that's why they would never kill themselves.
Yeah, no.
And Mirai Nikki is exactly that.
Extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, that's like the plot of Mirai Nikki. Like, I'm going to kill you so I can love you again, but I won't die.
Yeah.
Because they were going to die together. I am spoiling all of Mirai Nikki.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
it's all that.
My rat is chewing on a balloon.
Save him.
I honestly thought she was responding to me spoiling,
I
but
had to
hey,
pull it away before they burst
balloons. But yeah. Anyway. Okay, I guess that's a good place to wrap up.
2 hours later.
2 hours. We're not even at 2 hours, actually. So let's have you sign off first, Vicky.
Oyasumi nasai.
Patrick.
Jane, and get your Deres on.
And it is I, Cori. Enjoy your Okazu Taku. I'll say that again.
And look up what Okazu.
Okazu, yeah.
I wish you many great side dishes.
Oh my god.
Have as many.
May your side dishes be great and copious.
Yes, may your side dishes be plentiful and copious.
Oh my god.
Get your fill in, guys. Get your fill in. No time for the main course. Wait a minute.
Hey, look, ladies need their side courses too.
Side dishes are important too. Don't forget your side dishes.
Oh my goodness! It took me a while to.
All right, I think we found our new official sign off. Don't forget your side dish.
Don't forget your side dishes. Very important.
Do not tell us what your favorite side dish is.
Send your emails to Taku Katsu podcast at.
All right, so this was Okatsu. Oh shit. Anyway, this was Otaku Katsu episode 14 with Cori, Vicky, and Patrick. We reviewed the first episode of bottom tier character Tomozaki kun. We all said we'd watch it. Patrick says it's not good enough. The manga's better.
Yes.
We talked about side dishes and why tsunderes are terrible mates. You shouldn't do them. And if you are one, you need to stop. You all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.
Bye.